This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, welcome to this video. We will show you in this video how to create a simple quote for home staging or property styling businesses in Vibrant using some generic items and not standard inventory items. When you're creating a quote for a home staging or a property styling business, normally you send out a quote with some generic items that the customers can see what they are getting in each room, etc. And finally, when the customer accepts the quotation, then you can decide based on the customer's property and their color requirements, their design requirements, etc. You can use your creativity to select specific items that will match customers' requirements and the specific home requirements. So let's begin. Step 1. We will create a generic item called room in your Vibrant inventory. Go to the inventory management menu and create an item called room. You will click new and create the item, but I have already created the item called room, or you can name it something similar. Assign it to a generic category and give it a no pricing or anything, just add the income account and you give it a quantity or something for the item. Okay, now once you create this item, you can start to create the quotation. Step 2. Create a quote and save the quote as a generic template for a certain property type. What do we mean by this? Okay, let's create a generic quote in Vibrant, say for a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom property. Okay, so to create a quote, go to the transaction menu, go to quote/proposal. Okay, so select the address, or you can create your customer with your own company details so that you can create it as a generic quote, but I'm just going to select a sample customer here, and I'm going to give it a name called 4x2 template. So I'm going to use a reference number field to give it a name, and then I'm going to add the item. Perhaps you will have a standard item called 4x2 package or something, and then you can rent it out for say 6 weeks for $2,000 or whatever it is that's relevant to your business. Simply save the line. Okay, now you may have previously put together a quotation, and in that quotation PDF you may have put together things like, okay, in the entrance these are the items that's going to go, in the living room these are the items that's going to go, etc., etc. So we can do something very similar. Okay, so let's copy, say, for the living room item, and so I'm going to create a header line. So click this middle icon to create the header line, and then I'm going to type in living room, and I will save the line. Then I'm going to include the room item, and I'm going to paste the text that I copied from my PDF into here. Okay, then I'm going to look at my PDF again. The next one is dining room, and I'm going to copy these items into the dining room. I'm going to copy that, go into create a header line called dining room, save the line. And I'm going to select the room item once more. And I'm going to ignore this message because it's saying that you're selecting the same item. Doesn't matter, just ignore this message. And I'm going to copy and paste these items, these text from the other PDF. And I'm going to create the next one called kitchen, bathroom, breakfast, or family room. Just going to copy these ones, and I'm going to go back and say create another header line called family room, and save it. And I'm going to select the room item once more, and I'm going to paste those values once more. I'm going to remove these things because we don't need etc. And then we can just save it. So you can keep on creating these other entries as well by just copying and pasting the text from your PDF or Word document or whatever it is, and you can simply save it. So we're going to create a template quotation for 4x2. Okay, so we can clone this quote to a next property type. Okay, so we have created a quotation for a simple property type. So step 3 is clone the generic quote to create templates for different property types. So what we'll do is we'll go into our quotation screen and we will simply clone this quote to a different property type. So here we have a new quote number 21. So we're going to call this a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom template. Okay, and we're going to change this to, say in this case, a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom package or something. And just change it if you like. I'm going to charge them 1700 or something like that. And we're going to save it. And I'm going to add additional things. For example, if it has a swimming pool or something like that, then you can include those area, or you can have, say, master bedroom will have other items. We can include those ones as well. So I'm going to create another heading called master bedroom. And I'm going to select this room item again. And I'm going to paste that text for master bedroom. I'm going to save it. So here we have added items. If you want to remove, say for example, certain items from the living room for the 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom package, if they don't get accent cushions, then just remove them. And then if they get an ottoman instead of an occasional chair, then you can include that. So and then you can include coffee table, etc. You can keep on adding, changing things. So basically, Vibrant allows you this functionality to create your quote easily and keep on cloning them to different property types. So it's simply when you get a new inquiry for, say, a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom property, then simply open that quotation, say this 4x2 template, and I can clone it to a different customer. So all you need to do is clone it to a different quote and change the customer to somebody else. Say, for example, DocuPrint or something like that. And you can save it. This is how you create quotes very easily in Vibrant and clone to different property types. So let's recap. Step 1, create a generic item called room or something similar. Step 2, create a quote and save as a generic template for certain property type. For example, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom type. Then step 3, clone the generic quote to create templates for different property types. For example, clone a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom template to a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom template, or an inner-city apartment template, or a townhouse template, and things like that. Thank you very much for watching this video.